All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see the screen? All right. Great. ठीक है. Good. So I think around 35 plus he had class strength. So most of the students have joined in. We can begin our discussion today with the chapter of atomic structure. Now, as a brief background to this chapter, ठीक है, I'm sure आप लोगों ने सबने अपने जूनियर क्लासेस में डेफिनेटली इस चैप्टर को देखा होगा. So you have a fair bit of an idea about the structure of atom, what the concept of nucleus and electron is. Within the nucleus, you have protons and neutrons. So that basic idea, I'm sure that everyone has. Now, this chapter is something which builds over that learning. However, we'll not skip the basic part also. So we'll quickly go through the basic part and we'll go through that in a more chronological manner. So I'll take you through the events that transpired and based on which what discoveries happened, as a consequence, what evolutions in various theoretical models came in. The methodology is something which I had mentioned in the last class as well, right? That I'll be taking you through these notes, taking you through these important concepts. As a consequence, you might not get the time to copy the entire thing that is there in front of you, but that is completely all right because I'll be sharing these notes with you. Later on, make it a point that you copy them in your fair notebooks. Okay. Apart from this, I'll be also sharing problems with you to solve, to answer questions. Maybe not in today's class. Today might not be that numerical oriented lecture. It will be more of a, like true and false or yes and no, or more of a reasoning based kind of a session. But yes, in future we will have numerical sections or numerical questions also part of our discussion. All right. Is this something clear with everyone? Does anyone have any doubt or concern before I start today's discussion? All right, chalo, theek hai then. So, as a quick background towards understanding of Dalton's theory of atom, which was the earlier scientific attempt. Well, before this also there have been many descriptions in science and philosophy. Like long back, these lines were blurred only about what matter is made up of. But around 1800 something, there was this first scientific take at understanding what matter is made up of, presented in form of Dalton's theory of atom. Now, his understanding was based on studying chemistry. Like he was a hardcore chemist studying, different substances, reacting with different substances, forming different substances, and in what mass ratio they used to do so. And then based on it, he came up with this understanding and presented certain postulates. Now, as you can notice, यहाँ पर I have put a red cross over each and every postulate that was presented by him, highlighting the fact that these postulates are not valid today. Now, as a quick background from you guys, let me know why each of these postulates is incorrect. Let's go one by one. And can you present an example of what would be the correct understanding? सबसे पहले से स्टार्ट करते हैं. Matter is made up of small indivisible particles called atoms. Right? That is definitely not correct. What is it that should be a correct version of this statement? हाँ, अच्छा, मैंने एक्चुअली आप सबको फोर्स म्यूट पे डाला हुआ है. लेट मी एक्चुअली रिमूव एवरीवन फ्रॉम फोर्स म्यूट. स्टार्टिंग में रक्कस क्रिएट होता है. हाँ, तो आप अनम्यूट करके भी बोल सकते हो. ठीक है. नाउ आई रिमूव फोर्स म्यूट.
Atoms are divisible into electrons, protons, and neutrons. and
Mm-hmm.
more subatomic particles like those quarks and all.
गुड गुड. सो आप लोगों ने इसके बारे में पढ़ा है, सुना है that even neutrons and protons aren't fundamental particles, like they are also made up of particles which are, you know, even more elementary in nature, right? However, it is for us right now, it's yes, right, quarks, correct. So right now for us, we don't get into those details related to the structure of things within the nucleus. ठीक है, आप notice करोगे that the chapter which talks about, or which is right now our focus, is the structure of atom, right? So in that we have nucleus, and nucleus ke around electron that would be present. Now electrons are something which are elementary, or you can say fundamental. They aren't found to be made up of anything more fundamental yet, right? So our focus of this chapter will be nucleus, and nucleus ke around electron and how it is present. In future, there will be another chapter dedicated towards nucleus. And 12th class ke level par, you will be talking about neutrons and protons primarily. However, if you decide to pursue higher science, right, then you will also get to know what is there inside the nucleus also. What is protons and neutrons made up of. Like, because एक fundamental doubt I'm sure आप लोगों को आया होगा ना, जब आप लोगों ने अपना atomic structure chapter junior class में पढ़ा होगा. Like in the nucleus, you have protons and neutrons. Now neutrons are neutral and protons are positively charged, right? So I'm sure you would have encountered this doubt that because same charges repel each other, then how come they are bound within the nucleus, right? Is that a doubt which you might have encountered? जब नहीं आया था कभी ऐसा डाउट, ऐसा तो मत बोलो यार, आया ही होगा.
Yes.
So inside the nucleus also, there is a very, very vast, knowledge of science that lies in, which explains all of those things, that how come proton, which are positively charged, repelling each other, should be around bound in a nucleus. So, वो सब are interesting topics to study and learn in higher classes. So yes, coming back to this first postulate, yes, definitely this is incorrect. Okay. What about the second one? Someone wants to throw some light on it, or I should say some photons on it.
So the second one should be correct, right?
The second one is that atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. But do you know about nuclear reactions?
Yeah, in nuclear fission, atoms, when the particles are radioactive particles are emitted, new daughter elements are formed.
Ha, correct. And similarly in fusion, like from the daughter particles, you can say, वैसे daughter word use नहीं करते उसके लिए, but from smaller atoms you get larger sized atoms, right? So nuclear reactions would be in contradiction to this statement. ठीक है, chemical reactions की अगर बात करेंगे तो yes, chemical reactions में atoms are conserved. Like if you will notice this example of chemical reaction, यहाँ पर जितने atoms कार्बन के हैं उतने ही एटम्स राइट हैंड साइड पे भी रहेंगे. ठीक है, मे बी जस्ट कंबाइंड विद सम अदर एटम्स, बट द नंबर ऑफ एटम्स ऑफ एन एलिमेंट विल गेट कंजर्व्ड. ठीक है, हम लोग बाद में पढ़ेंगे भी सही इसको एज अ प्रिंसिपल कॉल्ड एज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एटॉमिक कंजर्वेशन, देखेंगे.
Sir, it
हाँ,
could also be that cracking process in organic chemistry, which could also prove this wrong.
cracking in the sense you are talking about hydrocarbons, large hydrocarbons getting cracked into smaller hydrocarbons.
Uh,
because that's
Sorry, sir.
also a chemical.
It's the compound, sir.
ठीक है. Radioactivity is an example of fission only. You can say smaller particles like alpha particles, beta particles are emitted from the nucleus. All right, what about the third postulate?
Sir, again, electrons are emitted during electrolysis reactions.
Mm-hmm.
The word electrons are the ones that take part in the reaction.
Yeah.
Correct. Good.
Sir, in covalent bonds, electrons are the ones making the bonds.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So it is the electrons which participate. Great. All right. What about the next one?
Isotopes can.
Isotopes.
Yeah.
Good. Right. बीच में अगर थोड़ा सा फास्ट हो जाऊं और किसी को नहीं समझ में आए तो definitely raise your hand. You can ask a doubt. We'll discuss. So because I'm assuming that ये आप लोगों ने junior class में पढ़े हुए हैं, so I'm not going into a lot of details of each of these. Like atoms of the same element are identical, but it was later found out that we come across certain concept of isotopes, right? Same element के different atoms हो सकते हैं, उनका different size, different mass हो सकता है, right? Isotopes is a classic example. The second last point, atoms of different elements.
Isobars.
Isobars.
Correct. So isobars are something which is an example where atoms of different elements have almost the same mass, right? So that becomes an important point to highlight. What about the last one?
Ionic compounds don't form molecules.
Ionic compounds don't form molecules. Well, that is correct. Okay, but what is the stress of the question is on the fact that atoms combine in fixed ratio.
Sir, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide.
हाँ, so उसमें भी देखो ना, when carbon and oxygen are combining with each other, okay, definitely they can combine in different proportions to form different compounds. But what it is saying is about a particular compound. Let's say, for example, if you take H2O, right? Now, what it is saying is that H2O, irrespective of the source, right? Tap water, rainwater, river water, or irrespective of the method of formation of water, like आपने हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन का कंबशन कराया उससे H2O बना, राइट? या फिर आपने एसिड बेस न्यूट्रलाइजेशन कराया उससे H2O बना. irrespective of the source, irrespective of the way in which the compound is formed, उसके अंदर elements का एक fixed ratio रहता है of their mass. ठीक है? However,
Sir, the isotopes form different because there is water. Water is normal water is H2O while hard water is H3O.
नहीं, और उसको हार्ड वाटर नहीं बोलते हैं, उसको हैवी वाटर बोलते हैं, एंड दैट इज D2O, ड्यूटेरियम डाइऑक्साइड.
Sir, it could be that transition metals form different compounds.
हाँ, नहीं, different compound तो form हो ही रहा है ना. I am not denying a fact.
Mixture, sir.
Kind form different compounds. Elements can form mixtures, element from compound. That is not something which is being debated in this question. The statement which is being debated over here about is this fixed ratio aspect. That in a particular compound, the ratio of two elements by their mass is supposed to be fixed, which is correct if we don't take into account the isotopes, right? So if I take the example of, say, the same compound CO2, right, because it is going to show the same chemical properties. Right? Normal CO2 and radioactive CO2 are going to show the same chemical properties, right? So they are chemically the same compound, but the carbon oxygen mass ratio would be different. It won't be the fixed value. Okay. So with the advent of, or you can say with the understanding of isotopes, a lot of postulates which are formed during that time got rejected. Okay. Quick session about what Dalton's theory of atom is. अब आप यहाँ पे notice करना, this was somewhere around 1800s, early 1800s, and post this postulate, post these postulates, post this Dalton's theory of atom, nothing much was actually done to understand what atom is. It was later, almost 50 years later, around 1850s, when scientists were performing certain experiments to study conduction of electricity, were able to find certain observations that probed what is inside the atom. Okay, and that too something which didn't strike them then and there itself. So यहाँ पर आप notice करोगे, आप लोगों ने इसके बारे में सुना भी होगा, the cathode ray tube experiment. So इसके बारे में जो earliest understanding हमें है वो around 1850s की है. That 1850s में scientists designed an experimental setup to study conduction of electricity through gases at low pressure. Okay, that was the aim of this experiment. However, it resulted in discovering something which they didn't anticipate. Even after that discovery happened in 1850s, right? It took almost a journey of around 5 decades. Around 1900 में, थोड़ा सा पहले 1890s में मान लो आप, is when the concept of electron as subatomic particle got established. ठीक है, उसके पहले even the fact that this electron was something which was present inside the atom wasn't established. Okay, so it wasn't a like straightforward journey. There were many ifs and buts that came about. However, जब हम लोग पढ़ते हैं अब, तो it sounds like pretty simple, pretty obvious कि हाँ इस तरीके से सोचेंगे तो ठीक है ना, right? But understand the journey. I'll take you through that. Now यहाँ पे notice करना, as a quick background towards this topic of cathode ray tube experiment, CRT. Now, जैसा मैंने आपको बताया that this experiment was conducted to study conduction of electricity through gases at low pressure in a discharge tube, and a very high potential difference of around 10,000 volts was applied. So setup notice करना, setup कुछ इस तरीके से है. You have a glass tube, right? And in that glass tube, you have two ends पर electrodes present. एक तरफ cathode, एक तरफ anode है. Like they are connected to a very high potential difference source. Now initially इस tube के अंदर there is nothing, there is gas present, and then it is sucked out. It is vacuumed out using a pump so that there is low pressure. ठीक है, कितना अराउंड 10 की पावर -4 ATM. इनफैक्ट इससे कम प्रेशर भी अचीव करने की कोशिश करते हैं बस उस टाइम पे, लेकिन वी डिडंट हैव दिस मच बेटर टेक. अब जब इस अपैरेटस को स्विच ऑन करके करा गया, ठीक है, देन देयर वाज something interesting that happened inside this glass tube. Let me actually take you through this video, which will show you how the experimental setup was and what looked like when the experiment was done. Just give me one moment. I'll quickly share the screen with everyone. हाँ, दिख रहा है आपको ये क्रोम का स्क्रीन?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे सेटअप है आपके सामने, ठीक है, यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करना. सो दिस इज द डिस्चार्ज ट्यूब, ग्लास ट्यूब, ठीक है. ये नीचे की तरफ यहाँ पर दिस इज अ पंप विच कैन सक द एयर आउट ऑफ दिस ट्यूब वाया दिस पाइप, ठीक है. पीछे यू हैव अ जनरेटर, इट प्रोवाइड्स अ हाई पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, राइट. यहाँ पर नोटिस करना क्योंकि मैंने पहले से वीडियो देखा हुआ है, यहाँ लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर कैथोड है और राइट हैंड साइड पर एनोड है। ठीक है, मुझे पहले से पता है। अब दे विल जस्ट टेक यू थ्रू दिस सेटअप। हाँ, अब ये स्विच ऑन कर देते हैं। ठीक है, यहाँ पर लेट मी, सो दे हैव स्टार्टेड दिस generator and now they are going to show what is happening in the tube. Okay, so this is what happens in the tube. Initially there was this pink kind of a glow, okay, which was observed. Now notice करना, यहाँ से ये गैस suck out करी जा रही है। ठीक है, you can see the gas being sucked out, and after a significant amount of gas is sucked out, pressure, low pressure is created. Then this strange green glow is observed inside this setup. Okay. This is something which aroused the curiosity of the scientists at that point in time who were performing this experiment, that what is this green glow? What is this strange green glow? Where is it coming from? Like, what is causing it? And then they started modifying this setup to study more about this green glow. इतना पार्ट समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ग्रीन ग्लो क्यों आ रहा है? What are the fundamentals behind it? What is happening? ये सब हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. But put yourself in the position of the scientist at that point in time, that this is not an intended result. This is something which came without any expectation कि ऐसा एक green glow emit हो गया. ठीक है. Now, how are they going about it? What is it that they are now going to do to study this green glow? So they perform certain modifications. ठीक है, modifications में आप notice करना, the first modification which they do is that they place an object between the two electrodes. ठीक है, यहाँ पे again I have marked cathode and anode for you, and in this tube they place this cross kind of an object. ठीक है, well they would have placed some other object, ये तो अभी के लिए like cross की तरह है आपके सामने. Now the important point to notice is that the shadow of this object was formed on the glass walls, and it was formed behind anode. So does that give you an information about the direction in which the rays are traveling to form the
Cathode to anode.
Line.
To
Straight
anode.
line.
Correct. It is going from cathode to anode. So they realized that this glow is because of these rays which are traveling almost instantaneously. ठीक है, they are like without any lag. ठीक है, यहाँ पर अगर वो इस क्रॉस को ड्रॉप कर देंगे, फिर से वापस चढ़ाएंगे, तो without any gap these shadows are forming. So these rays are traveling at high velocity from cathode towards anode. So this was one observation. Then there was another observation that they made, because these rays, okay, which are traveling from cathode to anode, they were different from your light rays. How did they get to know it? So upon placing a very thin sheet of metal between electrodes, the rays could penetrate through it. It was found that the rays could penetrate through it. These, हाँ बोलो ऋषभ.
So, sir, is this same as that gold foil experiment that we studied?
Well, the experiment was a bit different. then this modification, for reasons I'll talk about जब हम उस पे आएंगे.
Okay, sir.
Although the underlying process looks similar, ठीक है, that you have this tube
Okay,
का
sir.
setup and इसमें यहाँ पर आपने
Sir,
thin sheet place कर दिया and
in
then rays are passing through, okay, and as a consequence still a glow is observed on the other side, right? So what conclusion was drawn from this modification was that these rays aren't like normal light rays. ठीक है, नॉर्मल जो डे टू डे वर्ल्ड में हम लोग लाइट रेज देख पाते हैं अपनी आंखों से, दे आर नॉट एबल टू पेनिट्रेट थ्रू अ थिन शीट ऑफ मेटल, but these rays were able to penetrate through a thin sheet of metal. So that was the conclusion, that these rays were different from the day to day light rays. ठीक है, वो मैं यहाँ पे ऐड कर देता हूँ. हाँ, कुछ बोल रहे थे आप?
Sir, in gold foil example, gold foil experiment, the alpha particles are scattered, right? They are bombarded on the gold foil sheet. That's why it is different.
Right, that is a important distinction, and उसका भी हम लोग discussion करेंगे, that what is its implication. Okay, next modification यहाँ पे notice करना. Next modification was that cathode rays were also studied via another modification in which between these electrodes, ठीक है, notice करना, मैं यहाँ पर आपको एक वीडियो के थ्रू दिखाता हूँ. ठीक है,
Sir, I had one doubt, sir.
हाँ हाँ बोलिए.
So the green area is formed due to the cathode rays.
The green area.
Yeah, the green glow.
हाँ, the green glow is because of the cathode rays, correct.
So, but sir, if the cathode rays are forming a shadow, that means they are blocked by that object, right? So, if
Correct.
you're trying to say that cathode rays can penetrate through any thin metal, so how they form a shadow of that object?
तो थिक ऑब्जेक्ट का शैडो बना रहे हैं. ठीक है, जैसे वो जो एग्जांपल मैंने आपको दिखाया था उसमें एक थिक मेटल ऑब्जेक्ट, एक थिक क्रॉस प्लेस किया हुआ है. ठीक है, व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट थिन मेटल शीट, लाइक इट इज एक्सट्रीमली थिन, मतलब मिलीमीटर से भी कम थिकनेस का है, which we are talking about. ठीक है, that's a distinction between the first point and the second point. ठीक है.
Yes.
ऑलराइट, तो यहाँ पर ये थर्ड मॉडिफिकेशन नोटिस करना. ठीक है, इस मॉडिफिकेशन में दे हैव अ पैडल व्हील प्लेस्ड बिटवीन द इलेक्ट्रोड्स. ठीक है, नाउ इन दिस आप नोटिस करोगे ये पैडल व्हील आपको दिखेगा. ठीक है, बिटवीन द ट्यूब्स. अब क्योंकि ये रूम पूरा अच्छे से लिट अप है, तो यू माइट नॉट सी द प्रॉपर ग्लो. ठीक है, तो they will switch off the light also, but you can see that this paddle wheel rotates when placed between these electrodes. ठीक है, now this guy is changing the polarity. जो कैथोड था उसको एनोड बना दिया, एनोड को कैथोड बना दिया. ठीक है, एंड नाउ नोटिस करना. ठीक है, अभी आपको एकदम फेंट ग्लो तो फिर भी दिख रहा होगा. ठीक है, कैन यू सी दैट फेंट ग्लो यहाँ पर जैसे दिख रहा हो हल्का सा. यहाँ पर अभी एम्पल लाइट है तो उतना क्लियरली नहीं दिख रहा है. ठीक है, and this paddle wheel is getting pushed from one direction to other direction. Now he's again reversing the polarity. He's again reversing what cathode and anode was. ठीक है, so this paddle wheel is going. हाँ,
कैथोड रेज ब्लू प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, ग्लो या ग्रीन?
so the glow is produced because of cathode rays striking certain type of substance. ठीक है, आपको मैं थोड़ी देर में नोटिस करवाऊंगा.
It's the difference between the air density.
Cathode rays का themselves color नहीं है. Cathode rays are invisible to human eye. ठीक है, now when these cathode rays are striking certain substances, as a consequence जहां पर collisions हो रहे हैं, जहां पर interactions हो रहे हैं, वहां पर radiations or you can say rays are produced. Now, when these cathode rays strike the glass wall, what you are seeing is that a green glow is emitted. Why is it? It is because of the interactions that happens. मैं आपको बोर्स मॉडल में बताऊंगा एक्साइटेशन डी एक्साइटेशन का फिनोमेना, एंड उस टाइम पे आपको एक आइडिया मिलेगा that by atoms absorb or emit certain kind of radiations. वो मैं उस टाइम पे डिस्कस करूंगा. But to answer your question, it is because these rays, these cathode rays, they are striking these different substances, they can produce different colors. Okay. Now, as part of understanding this particular modification, notice karna, what is the conclusion that came about? That cathode rays are producing mechanical effects. That means these rays are made up of certain particles. These particles are significant enough to be studied because they are able to produce such visible mechanical effects. ठीक है, even उस जमाने में तो ये चीज नहीं पता थी हमें. ठीक है, today we know that even light, ठीक है, the radiation which is coming from say sun is also able to produce mechanical effect. ठीक है, किसी ने सुना है spacecrafts which work on the concept of radiation
Yes sir.
being the driver of, right? ये सुना होगा ना आपने, मतलब
वो
Voyager जो
मिशन मंगल में था सर.
हाँ सर.
मिशन मंगल में था, देखा आपने. गुड गुड. तो हमें आज तो पता है दैट अब वहां तो कैसा है कि लाइक स्पेस में देयर इज नो रेजिस्टेंस, लाइक इट इज ऑलमोस्ट वैक्यूम. तो वहां पर इवन photons or light is able to produce that mechanical effect. ठीक है, however यहाँ पर at in Earth's atmosphere, like we don't find that happening. You don't find that आपको ऐसे light का mechanical effect feel होगा. ठीक है, but when these cathode rays were studied in this glass tube, they produced a significant mechanical effect, highlighting the point that they are made up of certain cathode ray particles. ठीक है, पार्टिकल्स का नाम उस टाइम कुछ वो लोग दे नहीं पाए, तो द मोस्ट क्रिएटिव दे कुड गेट इट वाज दैट दे कॉल्ड इट कैथोड रे पार्टिकल्स. ठीक है, उस टाइम पे भी इलेक्ट्रॉन वर्ड भी कॉइन नहीं हुआ था. एंड दे बिकम मोर क्यूरियस कि अच्छा ये कुछ पार्टिकल्स हमने निकाल दिए हैं, हमने ये कहाँ से आ रहे हैं पार्टिकल्स, कैसे आ रहे हैं पार्टिकल्स, ये सब तो अभी उनको समझ में ही नहीं आया था. दे डिड नॉट नो अबाउट व्हाट द सोर्स वाज, बट दे वर लाइक कि ठीक है ये सेटअप है, इससे कुछ पार्टिकल्स निकल रहे हैं. मोस्ट लाइकली कैथोड से निकल रहे होंगे बिकॉज दे आर गोइंग फ्रॉम कैथोड टुवर्ड्स एनोड, राइट? सो दे नेम दीज कैथोड रे पार्टिकल्स. अब in order to study these particles, like the particles which they couldn't see, which they couldn't directly observe, they tried to understand more about these particles by applying electric field or magnetic field across these particles. And what they found was that this electric field or magnetic field had an influence over these particles. जैसे आप यहाँ पे ये डायग्राम नोटिस करोगे, ठीक है, ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे कैथोड है एंड यहाँ से ये पार्टिकल्स और यू कैन से रेज एमिट हो रही हैं. ठीक है, लेफ्ट से टुवर्ड्स राइट. एंड लेट से यहाँ पर एक ऑब्जेक्ट है. ठीक है, इस ऑब्जेक्ट का शैडो यहाँ पे कास्ट हो रहा है. ठीक है, आई होप लेट मी नॉट प्ले समथिंग ऑफ अ जोक लाइक है. देयर इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट एंड उस ऑब्जेक्ट का शैडो यहाँ पे कास्ट हो रहा है ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड. एंड अब जब हम इस शैडो को नोटिस कर रहे हैं तो इट इज डायरेक्टली बिहाइंड द ऑब्जेक्ट, बट वी मॉडिफाई दिस सेटअप, वी इंट्रोड्यूस एन एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. यहाँ पे आप नोटिस करोगे तो ये एक पॉजिटिवली चार्ज प्लेट, नेगेटिवली चार्ज प्लेट कनेक्टेड टू अ सोर्स have been placed across the path of these rays. Okay? And as a consequence, what we find is that this shadow, instead of forming where it was forming earlier, the shadow forms at some angle, or you can say at some deviated position. That means that these rays, which were going straight earlier, were getting deflected, and the direction of deflection was towards the positively charged plate. So, what is the conclusion that could be drawn regarding these
Yeah,
particles?
the particles
They are
are
negative in
negatively
nature.
charged. They are negatively charged.
They are negatively charged, right? So, this was the important set of modifications and observations which the scientists made about cathode rays and their cathode ray particles. ठीक है? However, अच्छा मैंने यहाँ पे ये वाला पॉइंट डाला हुआ है. देखो.
So one question.
हाँ हाँ बोलो.
Sir, if in the above thing, if the cathode particles move the pedal, that means they also had energy, right? Kinetic energy or something.
दोबारा बोलो.
In the above point where the pedal was moving in that
हाँ
cathode ray tube, this
हाँ
also means that the particles had energy, right?
हाँ हाँ.
I mean, does it say that the particles also had energy that caused the movement?
No. So actually आपने एक valid point raise किया है. It is something which was later found out or understood, that this mechanical motion wasn't matching up with the kind of calculations which scientists performed at that point in time. That let's say अगर कोई particle इस मास का इस स्पीड से ट्रैवल कर रहा है, उसका इतना मोमेंटम होगा, तो मोमेंटम ट्रांसफर से कितना फोर्स होगा, फोर्स से कैसा मोशन होगा. तो ऑल दोस कैलकुलेशंस डिडंट टाई अप. लेटर, ठीक है, उस टाइम पे तो नहीं पता पड़ा था. लेटर इट वाज फाउंड आउट दैट रादर देन अ मैकेनिकल इफेक्ट, दिस इज एक्चुअली अ थर्मल इफेक्ट. तो जब ये ऐसे सेटअप था ना, इस सेटअप में यहाँ पर ये पैडल व्हील प्लेस्ड है. तो जब ये कैथोड रे के पार्टिकल्स यहाँ पे स्ट्राइक कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हो जा रहा है, वर्सेस ऑन द अदर साइड टेम्परेचर कम है, जहाँ पे ऑन द ऑपोजिट साइड ऑफ द पेडल. एंड दिस टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट इज एक्चुअली कॉजिंग दिस मोशन. तो वो चीज बाद में समझ में आई थी, बट अगेन नॉट समथिंग विच वी आर कंसर्न राइट नाउ. What modification told us was that there were certain particles that were causing this. Okay? And these particles were also found out to be negatively charged via this second or next modification. Okay?
Okay.
So this was something which happened till 1880 1890 तक यही सब चल रहा था. ठीक है. different modifications were being done by scientists to study these cathode ray tubes. ठीक है. आप ऐसे generally Google करोगे तो you will find out Williams tube or Crookes tube or Thomson's tube, like various setups trying to more and more study about these cathode ray tubes. However, अभी तक these cathode ray particles weren't really assigned a subatomic status. What is meant by subatomic status? That these are universal to all atoms. वैसा अभी तक कुछ conclusion आया नहीं था. And that conclusion came after around, you can say, 1890s, when J.J. Thomson, okay, he was a very renowned scientist at that point in time, because of his work in the field of electricity and magnetism. So J.J. Thomson had created a technique called as mass spectrometry. ठीक है, आज भी यूज होती है ये. Now this technique is useful in studying small charged particles. Small or tiny, you can say. Tiny charged particles. Right? Something which you can't really hold in your hands and like study. तो उसके लिए एक टेक्निक डिजाइन किया था. एंड इस टेक्निक में कैसा होता था, ठीक है, एज अ जस्ट क्विक ब्रीफ बैकग्राउंड टू दिस टेक्निक वाज दैट अ चार्ज्ड पार्टिकल वाज thrown in an electric field followed by in a magnetic field, and then the fields were adjusted such that their deflections on this charged particle get cancelled out. ठीक है, इतना बस ऊपर ऊपर से मैं आपको आइडिया दे रहा हूँ. आपको इतना बेसिक तो आइडिया है ही ना, दैट there is something called charge, there is something called as electric field, there is something called as magnetic field, right? इतना आपको बेसिक आइडिया है?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so charged particles get influenced by electric field, correct? Even a static charged particle gets influenced by electric field. Okay, typically moving charged particles get influenced by magnetic field. ऐसा एक background knowledge रहेगा, but चलो ठीक है, I will not go into those details because it will further raise more questions for you. बस इतना आपको आइडिया है कि charged particles they get influenced by electric and magnetic field. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर J.J. Thomson applied his technique to the cathode ray tube experiment setup. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आप नोटिस करना. So his setup was that ये जो cathode rays आ रही हैं, ठीक है, you can notice over ये anode को ऐसे perforated बनाया गया है. That means the cathode rays can pass through it. तो ये cathode rays को, और cathode rays were passed through electric field. You can notice this positive and the negative plate. This is electric field. As well as magnetic field. ठीक है, नॉर्थ साउथ आप नोटिस कर रहे हो, मैग्नेट्स यहाँ पे लगाई हुई है. नाउ दिस इलेक्ट्रिक एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड वर प्लेस्ड इन सच अ मैनर दैट दे डिफ्लेक्ट द कैथोड रेज इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शंस. ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस तरीके से अप्लाई करा गया. ठीक है, ये आपको बहुत इजीली समझ में भी आएगा क्योंकि ये पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड है और कैथोड रे पार्टिकल्स नेगेटिवली चार्ज थे, तो जो डेविएशन था वो अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में था. एंड जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लगाया गया, ठीक है, उसका भी इन्फ्लुएंस निकलता है. देयर इज अनदर रूल कॉल्ड फ्लेमिंग्स रूल जो आप पढ़ोगे बाद में भी, आई एम श्योर आप लोगों ने शायद पढ़ भी रखा हो, जिससे डायरेक्शन ऑफ डिफ्लेक्शन बाय मैग्नेटिक फील्ड पता पड़ता है. एंड दैट वाज इन द डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन. नाउ upon adjusting these fields, the deflection could be cancelled out. Deflection caused by electric field, deflection caused by magnetic field could be cancelled out. That means a mathematical equation can be created that force applied by electric field is equal to force applied by the magnetic field. And then this equation was solved for. This equation had certain knowns and certain unknowns. And when this was solved for, what it used to give, ठीक है, useful in studying charged particles का Q by M ratio. ठीक है, it used to give charge upon mass ratio of such tiny charged particles. ठीक है, it won't give you the actual charge value, it won't give you the actual mass value, because actual और absolute values निकाल पाना उस टाइम पे बहुत difficult था. However, by formulating such setup, by solving the maths behind it, they were able to get the charge upon mass ratio. Now what was interesting यहाँ पे notice करना that they found out was that this charge upon mass ratio, ठीक है, of all cathode rays in all setups, ठीक है, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप का गैस ले लिया, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप का मटेरियल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोड्स ले लिया, डिफरेंट टाइप का ग्लास ले लिया, ठीक है, ऑल पैरामीटर्स विच कुड इन्फ्लुएंस दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट वर चेंज्ड, बट दिस वैल्यू रिमेन्ड अ कांस्टेंट. It remained 1.76 into 10 raised to the power of 11 coulomb per kg. And this was something which was a path-breaking understanding, that the scientists have found out something fundamental, something inherent to everything possible that they could do to change in this experiment, to modify in this experiment. But this value wasn't changing. Any modification, any change that they were doing in this experiment resulted in no change in this value. And this is what led to this cathode ray particle, which we today known as electron, to be assigned a subatomic status. That this particle is something which is present in all substance. It is present inside the atom. Okay? And as a part of atom being neutral, उसके अंदर ये negatively charged particle है जिसको हम लोग via this kind of a setup निकाल पा रहे हैं and study कर पा रहे हैं. ठीक है, इतना पार्ट समझ में आया आपको?
So this value 1.76 is of electrons, so it should be negative, right?
हाँ हाँ, मैग्नीट्यूड लेगा उसको.
Okay.
यहाँ पर ठीक है, मॉड वैल्यू.
Okay.
Sir, your fluorescent screen is there. Was it present in all the experiments?
See, fluorescent screen is something which is helpful in making observations much more precise and much more clear. इसके पहले जो आपको मैंने सेटअप का वीडियो दिखाया था उसमें there wasn't any fluorescent screen that was present. The cathode rays were striking the glass wall. ठीक है, एंड उसके वजह से पूरा का पूरा ग्रीन ग्लो ऑब्जर्व हो रहा था. ठीक है, अगर उस सेटअप में देखोगे, ठीक है, इनफैक्ट लेट मी, ठीक है, यहाँ पर ये वाला था, यहाँ पर आप नोटिस करोगे तो और भी स्ट्रॉन्ग ग्रीन ग्लो दिख रहा है, बिकॉज यहाँ से जब रेज आ रही होंगी, ठीक है, तो वो अलग अलग डायरेक्शंस में होंगी. मोस्ट ऑफ द रेज वर स्ट्रेट ओनली. ठीक है, सम वर एट एन एंगल, तो वो ऊपर नीचे ग्लास वॉल्स को भी टकरा के ग्रीन ग्लो प्रोड्यूस कर रही हैं, बट मोस्ट वर गोइंग स्ट्रेट एंड वर क्रिएटिंग अ ग्लो ऑन द राइट हैंड
Sir,
साइड.
but they should go straight, right? Because anode is there.
मतलब यहाँ पर हाँ एनोड है ना. हाँ, आप मॉडिफाइड सेटअप के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल इनफैक्ट ये भी एक क्वेश्चन रहता है कई बार स्टूडेंट्स का कि यहाँ पर इन्होंने कैसा करा है, ये एनोड को इन्होंने परफोरेट करा है. ठीक है, तो कैसा हो रहा है दैट यहाँ पर ग्रीन ग्लो प्रोड्यूस हो रहा होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ से जो रेज प्रोड्यूस हुई हैं कैथोड से, वो इस ऐसे ऐसे कैसे भी निकल रही होंगी, स्ट्रेट भी जा रही होंगी. ठीक है, कुछ एनोड से भी टकरा रही होंगी. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ से एकदम बर्स्ट ऑफ रेज होता है. अभी मैंने आपको समझाया नहीं है ना कि रेज कैसे निकल रही हैं. गिव मी couple of minutes and I'll explain you that ये रेज एक्चुअली आ कहाँ से रही हैं, कैसे आ रही हैं, तो आपको और अच्छे से समझ में आएगा. तो यहाँ से ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऐसे इजेक्ट हो रहे हैं अलग अलग डायरेक्शंस में. अब यहाँ पर आप नोटिस करोगे तो वो सब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को ब्लॉक कर दिया through the anode and only a small hole was allowed through which the electron beam, or you can say the cathode rays, could pass. ठीक है, now this focused beam जो ये यहाँ से निकल रही है, ठीक है, as such वो आपको रेड कलर की दिखाई जा रही है, but it is invisible to human eye. ठीक है, ये आपको दिखेगी नहीं. Now if this ray continues and strike the glass wall over here, तो यहाँ पर आपको एक ग्रीन ग्लो दिखेगा. However, to make it more visible, to make it very clear to observe, एक fluorescent screen भी place कर देते हैं rather than the plain nude glass wall, so that उस fluorescent screen पर एकदम crisp point दिखे जहां पर ये rays strike कर रही हैं.
But sir,
हाँ
due to several rays striking on that fluorescent screen, the it would not be that much visible. The dots would not that much visible, no.
why do you say that? Like, we will be if we were not able to see that dot, then how would we make an observation? वो दिख रहा होगा तभी तो observation आ रहा होगा ना.
So, but if there are a large number of dots tracking the fluorescent screen, how will they will form a group of like they will form a group of green glow, right? There
Yes.
will be a lot of green glow. So how will you find that particular like how will you find a dot on that screen?
That is what the is doing ना. यहाँ पर आप notice करो ना. This is what we are trying to do over here. We are trying to block any deviated rays to enter on the right hand side. We are
So,
trying
sir,
to
only
focus.
a small amount of number of dots will be found on the fluorescent screen.
ठीक है, not even a
That will be enough.
particular number of dots. यहाँ पर जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, ठीक है, यहाँ पर it is unfocused beam, ठीक है, electrons are going in all random directions, right? Now only the ones which are going straight are allowed to pass through this anode, ठीक है.
Yes.
तो अब वो straight जा रहे हैं, तो वो straight high speeds पे travel कर रहे हैं, straight line में travel कर रहे हैं, तो वो straight जाकर यहीं पे strike करेंगे.
Yes.
ठीक है. नाउ इसके आगे अब अगर मैं यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अप्लाई करूंगा तो वो डिफ्लेक्ट होंगे, ऊपर चले जाएंगे. अगर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड करूंगा अप्लाई तो वो नीचे चले जाएंगे. एंड इफ आई अप्लाई देम टुगेदर देन देयर डिफ्लेक्शंस कैन कैंसिल आउट ईच अदर. ठीक है, विल अप्लाई these fields in such a way that their deflections cancel out each other and we see that particular dot at the straight position. ठीक है.
So unless and until you do some modification to the setup, A and C will not be formed, right?
हाँ हाँ, मतलब let's say for example if I switch off B, switch off magnetic field, तो A फॉर्म होगा, B और C नहीं होगा. If I switch off the electric field, then C फॉर्म होगा, A और B नहीं होगा. And if I switch off both or switch on both, then सिर्फ B होगा, A और C नहीं होगा.
Sir, both switch on करोगे तब then A, B, C, all the three would be formed, no?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, वही तो यहाँ पे बताया है that ये जो बीम आ रही है, ठीक है, इस पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऊपर फोर्स लगाएगी, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड नीचे फोर्स लगाएगी, बट हम लोग अप्लाई इस तरीके से करेंगे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की ये दोनों आपस में कैंसिल आउट कर दे एक दूसरे को, सो दैट द रे इज अनडिफ्लेक्टेड and it goes in the straight line manner. Then only that calculation could have been done na, electric field ka force is equal to magnetic field ka force and then solve for it. ठीक है. So this was about electron being assigned that subatomic status. ठीक है. However, अब नोटिस करना, इलेक्ट्रॉन की कहानी अभी खत्म नहीं होती है. इलेक्ट्रॉन की कहानी में थोड़ा सा पार्ट और बाकी है, वेयर वी फाइंड आउट द एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ चार्ज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. ठीक है. हाउएवर वो कैसा
Sir, I had a doubt.
हाँ बोलो.
So sir, in this, I had doubt. This sir Q upon M, sort of Q upon M will always be 1.76 into 10 raised to the power 11.
For cathode rays.
For
Cathode rays.
yes. For cathode rays. Yes. And sir, in this figure, I didn't understand that why it deflects 3 times.
No, अभी मैंने बताया था, आप सुन रहे थे मैंने क्या बताया था?
सर वो मैंने सुना कि इधर पॉजिटिव है, इसकी वजह से वो ऊपर डिफ्लेक्ट होते हैं. But sir, I didn't understand that why it deflects at C.
वो मैग्नेटिक की फील्ड की वजह से होगा ना.
अच्छा, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. ओके यस.
ठीक है. वो इस तरीके से अप्लाई करे जा रहे हैं that electric field and magnetic field then cancel out each other and the ray goes straight.
Okay.
Okay. Now, after understanding this, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया इलेक्ट्रॉन की कहानी में अभी, like we are going to talk about the charge and its value of electron, and it requires this understanding of another experiment which happened couple of years later only, around 1905 में, called as Millikan's oil drop experiment. Okay, but before I go into that detail, okay, before I start talking about Millikan's oil drop experiment, let me actually talk about what happens inside this cathode ray tube, which results in the emission of these cathode rays that we see, and observe its properties. ठीक है, so यहाँ पे आप notice करना, इसी के साथ में, ठीक है, along the same time only, ठीक है, just give me a moment, the discovery of anode rays also happened. Now, what are these anode rays?
Rays traveling from anode to cathode.
हाँ, so notice करना, in the same setup that we had, cathode ray tube का experiment का setup, अभी जब आपने वो setup observe किया था, did you notice that pink glow?
Yes.
Yes, that was I asking.
है ना, तो वही एनोड रेज होती हैं एक्चुअली. ठीक है, इसमें एक्चुअली नोटिस करना, बिफोर आई स्टार्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग ऑल ऑफ दिस व्हाट आर एनोड रेज एंड ऑल. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ध्यान से नोटिस करना दैट ये जो कहाँ गया, जस्ट अ सेकेंड, हाँ, ये जो एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअप था आपके सामने, अभी इस ग्लास ट्यूब के अंदर एयर प्रेजेंट था. ठीक है, एयर या गैस प्रेजेंट था. नाउ इन एनी naturally occurring sample of gas, there would be a tiny fraction of ions that will be present, because that sample would have been exposed to radiation, and some radiations, like radiation word आप लोगों ने सुना हुआ है ना, like visible radiation, ultraviolet radiation,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
radiation, gamma radiation, right? तो अब कैसा होता है that around us, ठीक है, radiation is always present. The room in which you are sitting, उसमें भी radiation है. The screen at which you are looking, वो भी radiation throw कर रहा है आपके ऊपर. ठीक है, the light, the material around you, that is also reflecting radiation, right? So यहाँ पर you are always surrounded by radiation. आपके phone के through radiations travel कर रहे हैं. All of it is happening, right? So any natural sample of air or gas that you are going to look at, उसके अंदर there would be a tiny fraction of ions that will be present, because some radiations would have struck atoms or molecules of that gas and ejected electrons out of it. ठीक है, electron is bound to the nucleus by force, electrical force, right? So if we supply some energy to overcome that attraction, we can take the electron out of the atom. Now that energy can be supplied in various ways. It can be supplied via heat, it can be supplied via collision, it can be supplied via radiation. ठीक है, multiple ways है. तो आपके सामने कोई भी गैस का सैंपल है, उसके अंदर एक tiny fraction of ions are present, because say that gas sample would have been exposed to certain radiations which would have ejected electron out of those atoms or molecules and made some positively charged ions, a very, very tiny fraction. Okay. Now, when you switch on this setup, okay, when you switch this setup on and you apply a high potential difference of the order of 10,000 volt, then what happens to that positively charged particle? It will get attracted towards the negatively charged plate, that is cathode की तरफ वो attract होगा. And क्योंकि आपने हाई पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अप्लाई करा है, तो जो स्पीड होगा आयंस का वो काफी ज्यादा होगा. दे विल बी ट्रैवलिंग एट रियली हाई स्पीड टुवर्ड्स द नेगेटिवली चार्ज्ड प्लेट. नाउ व्हेन दे डू सो, they strike other atoms or gas particles in their path. As a consequence of those collisions, electrons get ejected or can get ejected from those atoms or molecules. तो जो थोड़े आयंस थे, टाइनी फ्रैक्शन ऑफ आयंस था, वो मूव करना स्टार्ट किया. इट कोलाइडेड विद अदर गैस पार्टिकल्स एंड उससे और आयंस प्रोड्यूस हो गए. तो ये एक चेन रिएक्शन की तरह हो गया कि यहाँ पे छोटा सा फ्रैक्शन ऑफ आयन था, इसने स्ट्राइक किया गैस पार्टिकल्स को, उससे आयंस प्रोड्यूस हो गए. फिर और आयंस प्रोड्यूस हुए बिकॉज ऑफ दोस कोलिजन्स एंड देन दे स्टार्टेड मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, और आयंस प्रोड्यूस हो गए. राइट. तो यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है बीच में, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, यू हैव a lot of gaseous ions getting produced, and this is what this, notice karna, this is what this pink glow is. Okay, this is what this pink glow is. These are all positively charged gaseous ions colliding with each other. ठीक है, इनफैक्ट इसको प्लाज्मा भी बोलते हैं. And this is what these anode rays are. ठीक है. Now बोलने के लिए इनको एनोड रेज बोल दिया, क्योंकि जब स्टडी करा गया तो they were traveling in the direction from anode towards cathode, but they aren't really coming from the material of anode. They are actually positively charged gaseous ions that were present inside this tube. ठीक है. Now let me take you through that photo now. अब आपको ज्यादा सेंस बनाएगा. So now look at this photo. This is something which will now make more sense to you. ठीक है. यहां पर कैथोड है, ठीक है, यहां पर एनोड है, and this setup is switched on. So you can see the intense glow at the bottom. This is because of these cathode rays. ठीक है. and ये जो कैथोड है इसको परफोरेटेड रखा गया है. परफोरेटेड मतलब it has got holes. तो behind this cathode you can see this pink glow. This pink glow is because of the positively charged gaseous ions. ठीक है. This is anode rays. Now there is a misconception which a lot of students have, that these anode rays are made up of protons. They are positively charged, but they aren't really protons. They are positively charged gaseous ions. अब नोटिस करना, ये जो पिंक ग्लो है, ये जो एनोड रेज हैं, इनको भी स्टडी किया गया in the same manner how cathode rays were studied. like you placed an object in their path, you noticed its shadow, you noticed its mechanical motion, you placed or you applied J.J. Thomson ka mass spectrometry technique on these anode rays as well. And a lot of observations came out to be similar of what cathode rays showed. However, some observations were quite different. Okay, what were the important observations that were
The
different?
Q by M ratio is different from all gases.
Correct. This Q by M ratio was found to be different for different types of gas that was taken inside the tube. And that Q by M ratio was found to be maximum when hydrogen gas was taken inside the tube. And you can understand the reason why, because hydrogen is the lightest gas, so mass, that is a denominator of the expression of Q by M, is smallest, and as a consequence the Q by M value of hydrogen gas came out to be the maximum. ठीक है. However, उस टाइम पर प्रोटॉन वर्ड कॉइन नहीं किया गया था. प्रोटॉन वर्ड was coined much later, and it was this and this was actually done by Rutherford. He coined the term proton. ठीक है. उस टाइम पर we were just aware about something called as anode ray particle, which had the following properties, and one of the most important properties was that this Q by M value or charge by mass ratio was dependent on the type of gas that we took inside the discharge tube setup. ठीक है. इतना पार्ट समझ में आया आप लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So this was around 1890s when scientists came to a conclusion that atom is made up of positive and negatively charged particle, and by doing this experiment we can actually segregate them, we can actually separate them. The negatively charged particles were coming in this direction, the positively charged particles were going in the other direction. So this was a discovery which led to a very natural logical next question, that how are these positively and negatively charged particles present inside the atom? And that is what is the question called as structure of atom or model of atom is. Okay, before we go into that detail, मैं एक बार quickly आपको इलेक्ट्रॉन की कहानी को और बढ़ा के और बता के क्लोज कर देता हूँ, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन के बारे में हमें थोड़ा सा और जानने की जरूरत है. And it happens around the same time only, 4-5 years later, 1905-1906 के around, I think it was found out what the charge of electron is. And कैसे found out किया गया वो भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा. ठीक है. Now हाँ, कुछ डाउट आए हैं. एक जीतराज का डाउट आया है, सर if it is happening in low gaseous pressure, then what will happen in high gaseous pressures? High pressure will the ions form? So good question. यहाँ पर जीत, आप अगर यही सेटअप, ठीक है, जो सेटअप हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे देखा है डिस्चार्ज ट्यूब का, ये आप अगर हाई प्रेशर में करते यानी कि यहाँ पर गैस काफी सारा प्रेजेंट होता, तो आपको ग्रीन ग्लो या फिर जो ये कैथोड रे पार्टिकल्स हैं उनका विजिबिलिटी नहीं दिख पाता. ठीक है. दैट इज द रीजन आप यहाँ पे नोटिस करोगे. लेट मी एक्चुअली अगेन टेक यू थ्रू दैट सेटअप. स्टार्टिंग में यहाँ पर पिंक ग्लो ही दिखता है. ठीक है. ऐसा नहीं है कि यहाँ पर कैथोड रेज प्रोड्यूस नहीं हुए. ठीक है, कैथोड रेज प्रोड्यूस हो गए हैं. ठीक है. बट द फैक्ट इज कि इस ट्यूब के अंदर अभी गैशियस आयंस काफी ज्यादा क्वांटिटी में प्रेजेंट है, which are blocking us from noticing the cathode ray particles. ठीक है. Only when this gas is sucked out, ठीक है, अब आप नोटिस करोगे ये सकिंग आउट का प्रोसेस चल रहा है, ये वैक्यूम से यहाँ पर ये गैस निकाला जा रहा है. ठीक है. इसके ट्यूब के अंदर गैशियस पार्टिकल्स कम करे जा रहे हैं. ठीक है, एंड दैट इज वेयर वी देन स्टार्ट सीइंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन बीम्स given the opportunity to strike the glass walls. हाँ बोलो पुष्पम. नहीं, आपकी आवाज ब्रेक हो गई, दोबारा बोलो. थोड़ा सा बोलते रहो, लाइक वो, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में टाइम लगता है फॉर द वॉइस टू कम क्लियरली. आई कांट हियर यू प्रॉपर्ली. या गलती से हैंड रेज हो गया था.
सर.
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है.
सर.
हाँ हाँ
सर
बोलो.
पहले एनोड रेज दिखा था, फिर कैथोड दिखा वैक्यूम करने पर, तो वो लोग ने एनोड रेज ऑब्जर्व क्यों नहीं किया?
हाँ करा ना, साइमल्टेनियसली चल रहा था ये सारा. 1850 से 1890s के बीच में ये सारा स्टडी चल रहा था. बोथ कैथोड रेज एंड एनोड रेज वर बीइंग स्टडीड. ठीक है, एक्चुअली एनोड रेज का स्टडी बाद में स्ट्रक्चर हुआ अच्छे तरीके से, बिकॉज कैथोड रेज जो ये ग्रीन ग्लो था, ये पहले उन्होंने स्टडी किया, समझा दैट ये ग्रीन ग्लो किस तरीके से अभी तो क्या, यहाँ पर ये जो एक्सपेरिमेंट मैंने आपको करके दिखाया है, ठीक है, यहाँ पे आप नोटिस करोगे इस एक्सपेरिमेंट में तो साइमल्टेनियसली द एयर वाज बीइंग सक्ड आउट. ठीक है, otherwise if you already have sucked out the air to a large extent, तो आपको एनोड रेज नहीं दिखेगा इतने अच्छे से. ठीक है, इनफैक्ट आप नोटिस करोगे, लेट मी टॉक अबाउट द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मॉडर्न डे कैथोड रे ट्यूब्स. ठीक है, आप यहाँ पे नोटिस करना. लेट मी यूज दिस स्पेस. जो अभी मॉडर्न कैथोड रे ट्यूब्स होती हैं, मॉडर्न सीआरटीज, दे आर आल्सो कॉल्ड एज वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स. इनको वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स क्यों बोलते हैं? बिकॉज दे हैव ऑलमोस्ट नो एयर प्रेजेंट इनसाइड देम. ठीक है, इनफैक्ट जो ये ओल्ड टेलीविजन होते थे, ओल्ड सीआरटीज बोलते हैं इनको हम. ठीक है, विच इज द सेम कैथोड रे ट्यूब वर्ड. तो उनमें कैसा होता था, उनमें लाइक यू हैव द सेम सेटअप, ग्लास ट्यूब, कैथोड, एनोड. ठीक है, एंड देयर इज नथिंग इनसाइड, ऑलमोस्ट नथिंग इनसाइड, नो गैस. ठीक है, अब उसमें वो लोग क्या करेंगे, दे विल कनेक्ट these cathode and anode to a high potential difference source. ठीक है, and यहाँ पर they will have a provision of heating up the cathode. When they heat up the cathode, they are providing energy, and as a consequence of providing that energy, electrons are able to overcome the attractive force of the nucleus and get ejected out. ठीक है, now because of the high potential difference that is applied, these electrons travel at really high speed towards the positively charged plate. So we achieved the same outcome in these vacuum tube, which are based on this concept of thermionic emissions. Okay, this is something which is a modern day cathode ray tube that you will come across. समझ में आया?
यस सर.
ओके, देन एक डाउट और है ऋषभ का. सर देन व्हाई द कलर ऑफ लाइट वाज ग्रीन ओनली एंड नॉट एनी अदर कलर? तो सबसे पहले यहाँ पे आप नोटिस करना ऋषभ, जो कैथोड रेज हैं उनका कोई कलर नहीं है. कैथोड रेज आर नॉट विजिबल टू ह्यूमन आई, नंबर 1. ठीक है, second point is that when these cathode rays were striking the glass tube, वहां पर ग्रीन ग्लो ऑब्जर्व हो रहा था. If you change the material, you might see some other color as well.
Sir, can you give an example of that?
Well, अभी आपने वो देखा था ना, जैसे मैंने आपको वो ये वाला दूसरा सेटअप दिखाया था. Look at this one. ये जो एक्सपेरिमेंट था, ठीक है, इसमें पैडल व्हील वाला था. इसमें आप नोटिस करोगे, ठीक है, ये जो पैडल व्हील है यहाँ पर क्या ग्रीन कलर दिख रहा है आपको व्हेन द पैडल व्हील पे स्ट्राइक हो रही है रेज?
Violetish.
वायलेटिश
Purple.
सा कलर दिख रहा है ना, ठीक है, ऑलराइट.
So, sir, what was the difference in the material that caused it?
What was the?
Uh, the, as we can see, both the materials are nearly same. Both are glass. So, what was the material that caused that color to be different?
वो कुछ मेटल का मेड है ना, वो पैडल व्हील wasn't made of glass, it was some metal. I don't know which metal, but maybe some metal or some alloy, I don't know.
Sir, but then in this experiment, also in this picture that you're showing here, the one with the cross, there also it should be, the color should be different, na?
हाँ तो होगा ना, मतलब ये जो क्रॉस के पीछे की तरफ होगा ना, लाइक कैथोड रेज यहाँ पीछे से आगे की तरफ आ रही है.
Yes, sir, but here the color is the same, na? Greenish glow.
तो वो तो ग्लास वॉल पे जब स्ट्राइक कर रही हैं, ये जो जहां पर क्रॉस है वो रेज ब्लॉक हो गई.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, जो बची हुई रेज हैं वो स्ट्राइक कर रही हैं ग्लास वॉल को, इसलिए वो ग्रीन दिख रहा है.
Okay, so before that cross, there would be a different color there.
हाँ हो सकता है ना, मतलब जैसे अगर आप यहाँ पर जूम करो तो कैन यू सी दिस पिंकिश काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग, पिंकिश और समथिंग.
Yes, sir.
वो हो सकता है ना, बिकॉज ऑफ ये ग्लास, ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट है, इस पे जब स्ट्राइक करा होगा तो इस ऑब्जेक्ट के उस तरफ, लाइक पीछे की तरफ वो ग्लो दिखा होगा, और वो फिर हमें यहाँ पे रिफ्लेक्शन में ऑब्जर्व हो रहा है यहाँ पे नीचे ग्लास वॉल पे, वैसा.
Okay, sir. Got it.
All right. Now, coming back to what I was talking about as the next part of electron. Okay, after electron was understood and the concept of cathode rays and anode rays was understood, definitely there were questions related to what is the structure of atom. Okay, how these positively and negatively charged particles are present inside the atom. However, in parallel to that, another important discovery happened by Robert Millikan through his experiment called as Millikan's oil drop experiment. And in this experiment, he was able to present to us what the charge of electron would be. Now, इस experiment का setup notice करना, ठीक है, setup कैसा है यहाँ पर? You have a chamber. In this chamber, you have some gas present. Okay. Now this chamber has a provision of introducing oil droplets. Okay. There is a atomizer which can spray very fine oil particles or oil drops inside. There is a provision to pass X-rays into this chamber also. Now, when these oil droplets fall down under the influence of gravity, their motion can be studied via this microscope. These oil droplets were made to fall between these two charged plates. ठीक है, ये यहाँ पर notice करना, this is one plate and this is the other plate. जो ऊपर वाला plate है वो perforated है. It has got holes so that the oil droplets can pass through, and both these plates, they are connected to a potential difference. ठीक है. Now, अब notice करना starting में, ठीक है, starting में there is no potential difference that is applied. There are no X-rays that are applied, and oil droplets are sprayed. Tiny oil droplets, they fall down under the influence of gravity, and they are being observed through this microscope. Okay. And Millikan studies their motion. ठीक है, he observes that क्या साइज का चार्ज पार्टिकल कितना स्पीड से नीचे ड्रॉप हो रहा है, क्योंकि डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ऑयल ड्रॉपलेट्स का डिफरेंट डिफरेंट साइज हो सकता है, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट मास हो सकता है, एंड उनका मोशन कैसा है, ऑल ऑफ दैट इज बीइंग स्टडीड बाय Millikan as an initial part of this experiment. Now what he does is he introduces X-rays in this chamber. Okay, what do X-rays do? X-rays are high energy radiations which are capable of ionizing gas particles inside the chamber. So these X-rays, they are going to strike gas particles or they are going to strike oil particles, and upon striking they may, ठीक है, ऐसा कंपल्सरी नहीं है, they may eject electrons, they will provide energy and eject electrons out of the atoms. As a consequence, inside this chamber you will find some neutral particles, some positively charged particles, some negatively charged particles, right? And as a consequence, these oil particles will get charged. They will have some of them can be neutral, no doubt. Some of them can be charged, some of them can be positively charged, some of them can be negatively charged. Now, these oil droplets are now falling down under the influence of gravity. ठीक है, अब यहां पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड भी अप्लाई करेंगे. ठीक है, when these oil droplets are between these plates, they are going to now experience a uniform electric field that we have applied. Now, depending upon the charge that these oil droplets have acquired, they might experience electric force. That electric force can be in upward or downward direction depending upon what charge of the oil droplets is there. Now, out of all the possible droplets that are there, that are coming down, some, ठीक है, a very few of these droplets become interesting to observe because they would be hanging mid-air. ठीक है, they will be hung mid-air. They would be almost experiencing a force balance. Not all of them. ठीक है, ये तो लक वाली बात है एक तरीके से कि खूब सारे ड्रॉपलेट्स यहाँ पे डाले, millions and billions of oil droplets are dropping, and some of them experience equal and opposite force. Downward acting gravitational force and upward acting electrostatic force. And those become interesting data points which Millikan wrote mathematical equations on. So Millikan analyzed those hung oil droplets, applied force balance equation on them, and based on those calculations, okay, I am not showing you those calculations, those are not something which you need to get into the details of, but based on those calculations he was able to get the charge on the oil droplets. And an interesting pattern emerged. Whatever observations he was able to make about the charge on the oil droplets, he found out that they were always coming out to be a multiple of 1.6 into 10 raised to the power of minus 19 coulomb. This was something interesting. This was something of a pattern which no one else had earlier seen, because iske pehle charge was considered to be something random, something continuous, which can have a small value or a large value or any value in between, doesn't matter. Right? उसके पहले charge था, charge की understanding सबको थी. Like if you rub a silk cloth with a glass rod, then they acquire charge. Right? and that charge can be of any value. But what Millikan found out was that if you look closely, if you get into the details, if you observe at a microscopic level, then charge isn't something which can be any value. What he found out was that charge was a multiple of this small quantity, 1.6 into 10 raised to the power of minus 19 coulomb. You could find charge which is double of this, triple of this, 4 times of this, but not something in between. Okay, for example, charge of 1.6 into 10 की power minus 19 coulomb मिलेगा. Charge 3.2 into 10 की power minus 19 coulomb भी मिलेगा. But something in between like 2.2 into 10 की power minus 19 coulomb नहीं मिल सकता. Because charge is something which is made up of this tiny unit and इसी के multiples में ही मिलेगा. And this concept is called as quantization of charge. Quantization word means that that property isn't continuous, isn't something that can be present or have any random value. It is made up of small tiny units, and the overall value is a multiple of that tiny unit only. ठीक है? And this smallest possible charge, 1.6 into 10 raised to the power of minus 19 coulomb, ठीक है, यहाँ पे notice करना, that was assigned as the charge of electron. This smallest unit of charge, minus 1.6 into 10 raised to the power of minus 19 coulomb, was assigned as a charge of electron. And now, given the Q by M value that we know, and Q value that we know now, we can know the charge of electrons. Sorry, mass of electron also. ये समझ में आया आपको?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर.
Wonderful.
Sir,
हाँ बोलो फटाफट बोलो.
what was the N in this oil droplet?
Any air would do. Doesn't matter.
Sir, I also have one doubt.
हाँ.
Sir, why only oil? Why not water?
Well, multiple reasons are there because oil droplets were more easy to see because they were colorful in nature. तो ये माइक्रोस्कोप से ज़्यादा क्लियरली दिख जाती हैं. वाटर भी आप यूज कर सकते थे, बट वाटर में लाइक वी वुड नीड लाइक सम डाई टू बी प्रेजेंट सो दैट वाटर का इजीली दिखे, ऑब्जर्वेशन आए. ठीक है. ऑल्सो लाइक जो another reason I could see is that oil was taken was because you know,
oil has low density.
हाँ, but ठीक है, डेंसिटी का इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Major reason would have been the visibility.
Okay, sir. And any oil will do, no?
Yeah. You just need tiny fine particles of oil droplets. ठीक है.
Sir, evaporation भी हो सकता है क्या?
होने दो ना, बहुत सारी चीजें हो सकती है ना इसमें. मतलब कोई ऑयल ड्रॉपलेट पर मतलब एक्सपीरियंस करेगा फोर्स नीचे की डायरेक्शन में ज्यादा है, ऊपर की डायरेक्शन में कम है, तो ये नीचे जाता हुआ दिखेगा फटाफट. कोई ऑयल ड्रॉपलेट पे हो सकता है कि नीचे का फोर्स कम हो, ऊपर का फोर्स ज्यादा हो. लाइक ऑल दोस पॉसिबिलिटीज आर देयर. व्हाट वी आर इंटरेस्टेड इज ऑन दोज ऑयल ड्रॉपलेट्स व्हिच गॉट हंग मिड एयर. ठीक है. एंड उनका ऑब्जर्वेशन लेकर ये कंक्लूड करा गया. ठीक है. सो न्यूट्रॉन के बारे में भी बहुत बाद में पता पड़ा. ठीक है. इट वाजंट समथिंग व्हिच वाज डिस्कवर्ड एट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम, बट यस, इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन इज व्हाट मेक अप द एटम फ्रॉम आवर पर्सपेक्टिव. ठीक है. तो यहाँ तक का पार्ट आज के लिए हम लोग रखते हैं अपने माइंड्स में. नेक्स्ट क्लास में फिर इसके आगे से ही कंटिन्यू करेंगे. These are some values which you will need to remember going forward, and how will we use them in questions and calculations वो मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा. ठीक है. ये ESU क्या होता है, कूलम क्या होता है, AMU क्या होता है, हो सकता है कि अभी आपको ये पता नहीं हो, आपको कूलम और केजी जरूर पता होगा। आई एम नॉट श्योर आपको AMU एंड ESU क्या होता है वो पता होगा, ठीक है। सो AMU विल बी, I'll talk about them in the next class. अभी आज का टाइम हो गया है, ठीक है, तो let it be. मैं आपको इसके बाद में बता दूंगा।
Sir, you will be sharing these notes, right?
Yes, I'll be sharing these notes.
Okay.
ठीक है,
Okay, sir.
चलो, all right then. Thank you guys. Take care.
Bye,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you.